Cool. Thank you again for waiting for the second intermission. This is the final part. So the reading will begin with Stephen Emmerson, then Amy Evans, and finishing with Andy Sprague. So Stephen Emmerson.
Hello, I've got the poem in Dear World of mine is quite long, so I'm just going to read the last section of it, like a short section of it. Language, the performative aspects of adrenaline force it, copied over, interfaith with instructions, afraid, cash sputter. He said he was sceptical, but futures are based on such doubt. Nothing new, assuming that all politics works like that. And of course, eventually the hours cleanse themselves of him, unfolding with the almost nothing at allness of feathers. When, like, it's heartbreaking, and so it is and has to be. But Paula said the car is eating the dark faster than you can colour it in. Stressing out, remaining cardigan, skiving at last, road gives out to exhaustion, Faustian handshake, torn gland postulates, and while, listen, telephone disarmed, Wednesday bones, I usually do it for a couple of hours and then leave. As if a premature girder, the white jewel sinking in an ocean, blood sanction. I cannot speak to you, but all the wood in the house becomes human. Acid light, the cubicle we're in, a storm traces the trajectory of our arguments, willing him to begin again. Touching the dead hair, home on a wave, completed wire, graffiti, and the righteous power are servants, all polluting, cryptic hammers telephone. Photographs demand an explanation by their nature, and the call nowhere changed. Automatic silence, the spoils, the vigorous prison potential, out or eating sand in the park where they used to engineer ghosts and disquiet. Then literature, abandoned nothing structures, moaning the dust of bricks, an absolute mockery, and time snaps in your dress. I'm drunk as hell and running out of excuses. I'm just going to read a few short poems from a work in progress called Letters to Verlaine. I am living in an adobe abode and abide by mineral law, black Fahrenheits of the stars through which their missiles and missives cannot undo. Any bridge which removes its bricks and walls up with mortar our latent heroes gob. Though you liken me to lichen, certain characters are turned to quartz, as though words abolished are stone, with all misgivings abridged. What if we lived to the airport? Then breath would sit on jet fuel. Old winged circular moth, this hotel blizzard we ship. Such geometric birds, to taxi then, or cartwheel perhaps, a stranger's claw. I sawed your kiddie teeth, the dark park dark, secrets secrete in the dark, or cartwheels perhaps in parallel. I've had to do some temping work again, Paul. It's finance. Finance. I want to murder everyone I work with. You have no idea. On my lunch break, I went to Boots to buy some codeine. Angels by Robbie Williams was playing. There is a man living in my sock drawer. Flash, flash, gauge, back to coordinate points. For which arrow will you pick up your bow to shoot pigs herded onto a bus? This crow moons crow, crow moons moon, moons crow, crow, and in fact to wing at all is to gouge out one's eyes. But this bird is daft, its crow being that is property of moon. This month, a phase of its sky worth just 3 of your English pounds. This is the red sun we've all been fiddling with, and a wetness that came on inside my pants. So the ocean, if it thought we were brothers, would swim in me. I shark it, back to me with a river's turn. My veins are concrete, no one should be a man. I stole your sandwiches that time, my lip an investment opportunity. Caught a sparrow hologram, became a Catholic again. When link pathways solder, they flow a thirst wherever. To want is a stopgap, for in the valley is nothing. I'll just read one more. By far the most dangerous flag to wave is the burnt jack, offering of which in fire, plus the Almighty out of your head. You stared so long at some object that you became its portrait. I know not what arse it fell from, though it requires hair to breathe. I zipped the forest up inside you, a fag amongst the leaves. I am so sick of language, Paul, I broke the internet trying.